So first things first, how scary is it to actually stare at the fist? Not scary, okay. How hard is it to do the technique perfectly when you're looking at the fist and you're seeing the fist, you don't want to get hit by the fist, and you're avoiding the fist, and you also have to hit them at the same time? Does that make it a little harder to focus on hitting them? So for example, if I have Kyle, okay, and he swings his fist at my face, so there's two focus points here. His fist, my face. And I don't want that to happen, so I do this. This is what happens a lot, okay? Now I still have to hit him, but I've already taken up the 1 beat. So now the 2 beat is occupied by both of us. Why couldn't I do a simultaneous pock and punch? Because I was focused on the fist. What was I focused on the fist doing? Good. Which drove my subconscious to give me what action, even though I was taught differently? A what? A slip and parry that is only defensive. Good. You guys have good answers today. This is perfect. Okay. Only defensive. If you're only on the defense, he stays on the offense, you lose. Okay. More importantly, this is going to apply to all of your martial arts. Whatever your focus is, and whatever you're saying to yourself, and whatever you're doing with your body is going to elicit a certain type, a certain category of actions on your part. Either crap category, crapagory as we call it, or good category, goodagory. I just made those two up. They don't actually exist. Do not look them up on the website or any other videos. Okay? Let's start with the crapagory. He's punching into my face and I do things like this, or things like this, or things like this, or things like this. Now I just did 4 techniques that are legit close quarter defense tactics techniques, but they weren't doing anything good because I was being passive. Do you understand? My focus is on the fist, which elicits fear. The language in my head is I don't want to get hit by the fist. So it is a fearful and passive reaction. Then my body is passive, which elicits a passive reaction. If your body and your mind and your focus, or any one of those 3 things, are not in the right place, you cannot succeed in martial arts. Right? You can do really nice forms. You might even do a backflip and kick a board. Did you ever see those? Yeah, those guys are awesome. Okay? You might do some cool looking stuff. You will get smashed in the street. And I don't mean like, oh, he beat me. No, you're going to get smashed unrecognizably. Okay? If even one of those 3 things is off. So let's all get our bodies into an aggressive position, a warrior position, a warrior that doesn't doubt themselves, that only has one mode, and that is whatever it takes mode. A warrior that doesn't back down and that's always confident and is never self-conscious. They're not even self-conscious when their instructor asks them to do crazy things. Remember that, okay? So you're here and your hands are in front. Why are they in front? Because they're waiting for something. What happens if they're back? Yeah, they're fearful hands. These are aggressive seeking hands. Now you've got your body. Now, even if your thoughts are a little doubtful, you're going to be more aggressive. But if your thoughts are doubtful, you'll still go back to passive. As soon as the first punch comes, you'll go to here. Right? So now let's change your language. Your language was, I tried to get away, and now it's smash time. What does the Hulk say? Does he know any other words? No. He asks you nicely not to make him angry. Don't make Hulk angry. Then he only knows one other word after that. And that is? Hulk smash. Hulk smash. Oh, he knows his name. That's 2 words. He knows Hulk and he knows smash. I'm not telling you to go around smashing people that make you angry. What I am saying is when it's time to fight, you know one mode. And that is smash. And when you only have that language in your mind, I'm going to defend myself no matter what, whatever it takes, forward. Right? Forward. If you were in the Civil War and you were about to lead people, would you go, possibly that way? Thinking about going towards those guys. Or something like that. You would say, what kind of words? Charge is a popular one. What's another one? What if you were Braveheart? What would you say? What does Braveheart say?
Freedom.
Freedom! I don't know. Or maybe you just yell really loud because you don't know what to say, but you're really excited. Ah! And then everybody goes. Okay? Whatever you say is the key. And whatever your body's position is in that moment is the key. I'm going to defend myself no matter what. I move forward into the face. Because in my brain, When the signals are being fired to my muscles, if I'm saying whatever it takes, I'm not going to go, whatever it takes. It doesn't even feel, I can barely force myself to move backwards because I know that's not what it takes. I know that's not what it takes to win. So your body is the first thing. Everybody say body.
Body.
Your language that you're saying in your mind is the second thing. Say language. And your focus is the third thing. Say focus. If I'm focused on the fist, but I've got my body right, and I've got my language right, but I'm still focused on the fist. When the fist gets about right here, that's where I freak out. People have a more derogatory term for what that's called, but I freak out. I punk out in that moment, right? I get to here and I'm like, yeah, I think I'm the, and then that happens, right? What does my focus have to be on if I want to defend myself? I have to not take care of an effect. This is the effect of him being violent. An effect of him being violent. I have to take care of the cause, which is him being in existence right now. Right? If my focus is defending myself and hurting him so he can't hurt me, then which direction do I have to move in without any other option? I have to go forwards. And if my language is what I've said it is, charge, or rah, then I have to go forward. And if my body is here, forward, it goes forward, and boom, 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 boom. That's where you get the good stuff. Right, guys? If any of those three things are off, you're done. What are the three things? Has to be all three. Has to be all three. Has to be all three. Master those things and you master yourself in every aspect of your life. Every aspect of your life. Have you ever gotten home late from work and not called? Has he? Okay. Before he got home, what were you saying to yourself the whole time? Are you sure that's what you were saying? Or is that what you want me to think you were saying? That's what you were saying? Okay, come up here. She ruined my example. But she also made a very good example. What could she have said to herself when her husband was late and wasn't home until much later than normal and didn't call? What else? Give me an example. Quick.
Where are you?
Huh?
Where were you?
But why would she ask that?
What's her name?
What's her name? There we go. What's her name? Do you see why people have relationship problems? If her focus is on where he might be, like another woman's house, instead of, oh my God, what if he got in a car accident? What if he fell asleep at the wheel? What if something happened at work that is really horrible and that's why he's stuck there? If her focus is on that versus another woman, she has two very different feelings. One is jealousy, I'm going to murder him when he gets home, and the other is worry, okay? And appreciation for him when he gets home, okay? If her language on the inside is what's her name, or if her language on the inside is, I hope he's okay, is that going to bring about two different emotions? Yes. If her body is here, that son of a... versus, oh man, I hope he's all right. I hope he calls me soon. Brings about two different feelings, right? This is a very quick example of how this applies to everything in your life, okay? If you can't handle your body, versus, you have no mastery over your mind. If you can't handle or master what you're saying to yourself in your mind, you can't master yourself. And if you can't master what you're focused on in the moment, you will lose control. You will lose control. How is it that a grown man can lose control and be screaming and cursing and spitting at another person? How is it possible that we can do that when we're so evolved? We're not monkeys. Because we lose control of our emotions because of where our thoughts are and our focus and our body. Do you understand how important this is to your life? But to your martial arts, it is essential. You cannot pull off any single technique that we teach you without all three of these things. Do you understand that this is the most important thing that I can teach you? This is also the most important thing you can have in a relationship, mastery over yourself. It's also the most important thing you can have in business or in getting a promotion or in anything else, okay? You have to have this. Do I have to go to the gym? What's my body and mindset right now? Am I going to go to the gym? No. I get to go to the gym. I'm lying to myself, but that's okay. Seriously, fake it till you make it, right? Focus. Oh, it's going to hurt so bad lifting those weights. Focus. I'm going to look like a Greek god in 12 months when I'm done. Why are you laughing? It's true. Okay? That's what you look like when you really stick to it. You're going to look like the stuff.
Thor.
Zeus. Thor. Very good. If you stick to it. If that's your focus, you're going to go to the gym? Heck yeah, you're going to go to the gym. Unless you're focused on how sore you're going to be the next day. You lose your focus or your thought or your body and you're done. So you're going to stick around after class now, hopefully, unless you have a hot date. Just tell them you were at martial arts. They'll think you're totally badass. Okay? Stick around and go back into this drill. Change your focus. Focus is on hitting the person. Change the internal language. The internal language is whatever it takes to win this situation. Not to not get hit, but to win. And now change your body from passive to aggressive. Not passive-aggressive. That's different. Okay? And see how much quicker, how much smoother, how much better your techniques are. You guys ready for it? You're not ready just yet, but I'm going to get you ready. Everybody give me a flex like this. Give me a flex like this. Good. Now give me a depression mode. Okay. Now back to here. Good. Now this time when you get to here, you're going to breathe. Flex hard. Now, this time when you come up to here, you're going to go here. Arnold, though. Mimic the way that you think Arnold would look. Ah! Good. Now, what do you think a warrior sounds like? What do they sound like?
Bam.
Somebody give me a sound that a warrior makes. Ready, Josh? A sound that a warrior makes. If you were a warrior, close your eyes. You're in medieval times. Close your eyes. You're in medieval times and I'm across from you and you're about to attack me with a sword. What do you say? Go. That's what I'm talking about. Why did it help that he closed his eyes? Because he let go of his self-consciousness. Are warriors self-conscious? No, they're not. So none of you are going to be self-conscious. What sound does a warrior make? Give me something. It could be that. It could be Xena Warrior Princess. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. So now each time that I tell you go, you'll go here. You're going to make the sound that a warrior makes. Ah! You laugh. Raise your hand if you would want to fight somebody that's in that mode. Even if they're smaller than you. Because you know they're going to go crazy. This is you getting in touch with what we call your warrior. This is key in your life, and this is key in martial arts. You have to know your warrior, and you can't be insecure of your warrior, because when it's time to get something done and you feel weak and you're making excuses, you have to get into that warrior immediately, because the warrior does whatever it takes. You understand? Okay, so everybody get into your strong position. Breathe. Ready, and go. Ah! No, those aren't warriors, man. Those are Ewoks. Get out of Star Wars and get into medieval times. Ready, and go. Ah! Now flex harder this time. Go. Ah! One more time. Go. Ah! That's what I'm talking about. Now, whatever it takes, focus on hitting the other person. Pair up. Stay in the warrior. Get this right. Go. Right now. Music, please, maestro.